We have the 15-year-old Goutham Krishna, who's just played the move b3 against Amin Tabatabaei. This is going to be a very exciting game. Gautam is one of India's most promising youngsters, and Tabatabaei, one of world's strongest grandmasters. Playing b3 against him and going for the double fianchetto shows the confidence that Gautam has in himself. And now knight to f6, he plays his pawn to d3. A typical way to play this position is just knight d2, castles, try for the e4 break or the c4 break. Gautam castles short, castle short by Tabatabaei as well, and he goes for the c4 break here. Black goes for the very solid setup here with c6, and now knight comes out to d2, and black goes knight d7. So black has finished development a3 with the idea of b4, and now notice this very interesting maneuver here, because a5 stops b4 but rook a2 with the idea of queen a1. So this rook a2 move is really curious. Bishop f8 played, Tabatabaei playing quickly there, but Gautam playing even faster. Rook b1. Just look at all the white pieces completely blocked in, but all the idea is to play b4. So queen e7. Now you want to maybe try and push the pawn to e5. So Gautam physically blocks it with his knight on e5. Knight takes e5. Bishop takes on e5. And now the knight goes to g4. So you are making way for the pawn to come forward. Bishop comes back to c3 with the idea of b4, but we have e5 on the board. And now Gautam pushes his pawn to h3, kicking the knight away. The knight needs to go back. And now in order to stop the pawn coming forward to e4 or even d4 for that matter, he plays directly e4 on the board. A good move. Takes. And now the bishop is attacked, so it goes back to g6, keeping an eye on the e4 pawn. And Gautam, well, the move that he's been preparing for a long time, plays b4. Maybe b6, keeping things closed, is an idea, but what could be more natural than to take the pawn? Takes, ab, rook takes a2, queen takes a2 taken, and h5 played. But you can already feel it that white has more space here. Maybe you can go h4, stopping black from going h4 on his own. Yes, he plays h4. Good move by Gautam. And now knight to g4. Tabatabaei is like, I got this square for my knight, I'm going to use it. Gautam is of the opinion that that square is not that useful. He plays pawn to c5 with the idea of knight c4 to d6. Could be very dangerous. King comes up to h7, maybe with the plan of f6, bishop f7. Rook e1 played to kick the knight away so that it can no longer come to e3. And f3 played. Very direct play here by Gautam. Bishop f7 attacking the queen on a2. And so he plays knight to c4. The knight goes back to h6 and queen comes away to e2 to break the pin. Do you want to give up this bishop for the knight? Not really. He keeps the bishops on the board. Queen c7 played, and now bishop h3 taking the big diagonal here. Rook to d8 by and Gautam now can fight for the d file, but he decides to go for the a file here. And queen comes back to b8, but can we jump in with the knight? Yes, he goes knight b6. Now rook a8 can become a threat. Queen c7, you can see Tabatabaei playing it very calmly there. He doesn't see the dangers in the position for him, because white knight is so beautifully positioned. He's trading pieces, and remember, if the queens get traded, then the bishop comes to c8 and both these pawns fall. So Gautam has played this beautifully, rook d2 with the idea of queen d1. So queen goes to b8, and now you can see the body language of Amin is changing. Queen d1, good move by Gautam. Threatening to take and take twice, and then bishop c8. So he goes knight g8. Now can we simply go in queen d7? Is that even a possibility? Maybe black will try to create counterplay down the a file. Actually curious to see how Gautam continues here. Oh, queen d1. Exquisite play by the youngster. Just waiting. Maybe somewhere he can get queen a4. Bishop comes to e6. Knight at 6. And now jumps in with the knight to c8. What a play by this youngster. I mean, it's incredible. Bishop f7, and now just moving in with the queen. He keeps the bishops on the board. But queen d7 becomes a big threat. Queen c7, and now queen d7. Just get in. As we've seen, these pawns are going to fall if the queens get traded. Gautam, 3 minutes to figure out if he wants to play queen d7 or not. And of course he plays it. Queen to d7. Now if you take here, he goes bishop d8. If you take the queens, this is winning. Knight d6 should do the trick. But bishop d2. He plays it so calmly. King g8. And now even finds knight to d6. Attacking f7 and b7. Just completely positionally outplaying Tabatabaei. Boom, takes on f7, knight f7, and queen check, king h7. And now so many ways to win. Bishop e6, attacking the knight here. And the knight is almost trapped, goes to h6, you take. And if pawn takes, there's a mate. If king takes, it also leads to a mate. So he resigns. There, Gautam and Tabatabaei shaking his head. He's like, what kind of play was that by the youngster? Gautam played an insane game, and just goes to show how strong this 15-year-old youngster is. Keep his name in mind.